Y'all tube. Hey, Donnie D here again. I've got something really extraordinary for you guys for this installment of my e-juice reviews. Tonight I am reviewing some 5 Pawns Grandmaster. Yeah, that's the Mac Daddy right there. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, there we go. The Grandmaster 5 Pawns. This stuff, y'all, it absolutely lives up to its reputation. This is, for good reason, considered one of the cornerstone, one of the great juices in all of vaping. Tonight, we're rolling this through my Z-Max V5 with a Kanger Aero Tank Mega. I never, if you look, let's see, I never fill this tank too full. The reason being is because it's a bottom feeder, it's a bottom coil design. It tends to heat up the juice and it condenses the juice. It evaporates a lot of evaporables away. So it tends to condense it very quickly. You end up with pancake syrup very easily. So with really special gourmet juices, I'm very careful not to put a lot of e-juice in this tank. This Sigeli Z-Max runs perfectly on this juice, and I like to run it about 13.5 on a 1 ohm coil, 1.5 ohm coil, about 13 to maybe 14 watts at the most. But this is the Grandmaster. This is one of the great e-juices ever produced. It is complex. It has extraordinary nuance, depth of flavor. There's stuff going on here all over your palate. I mean, it's an invasion. It is an absolute assault on all of your senses. There is toasted peanut butter. There is caramel. There is a little hint of cocoa. There's some there's a lot of roasted flavors here. I suspect there's some hazelnut in this. There are probably, I'd say conservatively, at least 5 different flavors going on here. And I love cooking. I consider myself an amateur home chef. I believe in the Italian theory of no more than 5 ingredients. There are good 5 ingredients in this juice, and they all pop. I mean, they really come out. It's a 50-50 PG-VG blend with a ton of layers. Lots of different notes coming out, coming to the fore, stepping back, then others stepping up, depending upon what what length of vape you do, how hard you hit it, how long you draw it. This, interestingly though, this is not a dripper's juice. This is not something I would put in a Trident or an Omega or an Atomic. This is a tank kind of juice. It really is. It just, you put a good build in a good tank. I mean, this is a stock tank. This is just a Kanger Aero tank Mega with a 1.5 ohm coil, running on a basic Z Max at 14 watts. But God, it's creamy and it's thick. It's so dense. It's one of those things like when you go to a restaurant and you eat a really good meal where things start to hit you back in here and then accentuate and come out in the front of the palate. It's really delightful. I've been vaping this, I always keep showing you guys my rig, and it's not about the rig, it's about the juice. But I've been vaping this stuff off and on for about a month, and I'm continually finding new notes, new interesting elements to it. It keeps going and it keeps giving, and it just keeps offering new points of interest where you just kind of sit there and you go, I mean, it's just delightful. Every once in a while I'll even get a fruity, sort of a toasty fruitiness out of it. It's crazy. There's so much stuff, and there we go, waving the pointless delivery device at you. There is so much crazy stuff going on in Pawns Grandmaster, and it's aptly named. It is truly a Grandmaster. It's just an exciting vape. It's something where it will keep your attention and keep you interested. And I'll give you a comparison. I love cigars. I truly, truly love a really fine cigar. And I collect, I'm looking to the right of me, and I have a big wine cellar filled with some of the world's great cigars. I mean, aged Cubans and, some extraordinary Arturo Fuente cigars, and some of the great cigars the world's ever produced in that box. And I could pull one out, and I love to just sit here in my man cave and savor one. That's what's going on here. That's what's crazy about an e-liquid. An e-liquid that can grab and hold your interest and keep you riveted and excited and interested and contemplating and wondering and take a draw and just think about what's going on here. Where's this hitting me? How's this hitting me? Where in my palate is this landing, and how is this stimulating my palate, and what am I sensing, and just, getting you giddy, like eating a great meal at a great restaurant prepared by, an expert executive chef. It's that exciting. It really is extraordinary. It's fun. But This is not something that you just vape on casually. This is, I keep waving my rig at you. This isn't something that you just vape on casually. Grandmaster is absolutely a contemplative vape. This is something, I talked about great cigars. This is something that you would sit down with as you would a great, epic, rare cigar. You want to have the time, you want to have the solitude. This is a contemplative vape. It's something you want to just sit back with, maybe a good book, maybe watching your favorite movie, whatever that might be, and just spending some time with yourself and just enjoying and thinking and contemplating. And yeah, I mean, there really is just, the complexity is really that good. And you know what's really encouraging to me is, as a cigar smoker, as someone who is appreciated and really almost defined themselves in some ways by their appreciation of taste and flavor and their ability to, you know, discern things, to find something like 5 Pawns Grandmaster in an e-liquid is quite extraordinary. It really is. Whoever's blending these, and I don't know why I keep doing this, but whoever's doing these blends, Grandmaster and Gambit as well, deserves an honorable mention, and I'll do a review on that. But the depth of flavor, the concentration, the sensation that they're able to achieve in many points on the palate is really noteworthy. It really is. I can't wait to get this juice on a rebuildable. I have a Hanamod on its way. I'll probably build a 1 ohm coil and crank that up to, you know, 25, 28 watts. Give that a taste check. But on this Kanger, at 14 watts on a simple Z-Max 5, this offers just extraordinary, expletive-worthy flavor. Good density, good saturation on the palate, and a really tremendous experience. If you have not tried 5 Pawns Grandmaster, then you don't know the Grandmaster. It's aptly named. It's worthy of its title, and I would challenge anything, and I mean anything, to outdo it. Thanks for watching, and remember, smoking, bad. Vaping, very, very, very good.